This song was a poem that I found in Newfoundland a few years back in a collection of songs and poetry from Newfoundland, and it was written by a woman in the 1840s who had moved to Newfoundland from Scotland, a woman named Margaret Peace. She moved there with her family, and it was the 1840s in Newfoundland was yet another downturn, in the fishery, and it was a very sort of rough period of time. And she was very kind of taken by like the fortitude and the grit and determination of the people of the island, who continued to kind of work under very difficult conditions, fishing on the North Atlantic, not making a lot of money, and also just generally by the harsh beauty of the island. And so she wrote this poem called "The Land of Fish and Seals." The land of fish. The Irish nickname for Newfoundland was in Gaelic Talavanesh, which is the land of fish. So that was kind of the nickname for Newfoundland, the land of fish and seals. So she wrote this poem in the 1840s. But after about 15 years, the beauty of Newfoundland was a little too harsh for Margaret and her family, and they decided they were going to emigrate to New Zealand. So in 1862, they left Newfoundland and they sailed to New Zealand. So I set this poem to music, and I started singing the song, and really kind of resonated for me. I really enjoyed it, and I recorded it, and it became the title track of one of my solo recordings, The Land of Fish and Seals. So in the spring of 2020, I got an email from a woman from New Zealand who said that she was the great-great-great-granddaughter of Margaret Peace, and she'd found my music online, and she was very excited to know that Margaret's poetry was still out there being appreciated and put into this new form. We made a great exchange, and I learned more about the family a little bit. And then about 4 months later, I was in Newfoundland, and I got another email from another woman from New Zealand who said that she was the great-great-great-great-granddaughter of Margaret Peace, and she just discovered my music, and it was almost the same email. And it was weird because the second woman made no mention of the first woman. And when I asked, they didn't know each other. Wow. They were from different branches of the family over the course of many generations. They were living in different parts of New Zealand. And it was just by total coincidence that they were sort of researching Margaret and stumbled on my music. So I did what every Canadian is trained to do in this situation. I called the CBC. And I was in Newfoundland, and we had an interview on the radio. And that was the first time that these two women spoke. So that was a great connection for them, and it happened all because of this poem and this song. And if you go to New Zealand today, you'll find statues of me all across the country. Let sunny India her wealth proclaim, her gorgeous glowing skies, her silken stores and golden veins, and flowers of every dye. We envy not her gaudy show, where death insidious steals. For wealth's bright diamond deck our brow in the land of fish and let Italy and France and Spain their vine-clad valleys praise. Let Greece and Rome take up the strain and sing the bygone day of classic fame and glorious names, which fame's loud trumpet reveal. But we boast not of our past glories in the land of fish and seal. May plenty cheer our hardy sons, and fortune on them smile. If milk and honey are not ours, may we have lots of oil. It'll make